Hey guys, Tyler here. Today I'm going to explain the history of how I got into video games. Basically, I'm gonna show you the consoles that I've had over the years and explain my experiences with them. So, I started off in the normie route of video game systems with a DS. A DSi. This isn't my old model. My parent, when I got the 3DS, I trashed my old DSi. I think I left it in a drawer somewhere and just disappeared forever in purgatory. And I got this one. This is my sister's. Look what she did to it. Look at what she did to it. She has tortured this thing. So, the first game I got for it I don't have, which is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers the Sky. But what I do have is my second game. Probably one of my favorite games ever. Pokemon Platinum. Now this game holds so much nostalgic memory for me, and I'm currently actually doing a playthrough of it. I'm almost got the National Pokédex completed. Well, almost. I have about 138 of them, but so this game is very nostalgic for me. But what happened after I got the Nintendo DS? Well, I went over to my friend's house one day, and I saw they were holding these weird rectangles in their hands. This was about 2007, and then I saw that they were playing Wii Sports. So, as any sane person so I didn't know that 3D gaming or console gaming was a thing yet. So any sane person at that moment that was 6 would have probably shot themselves. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but okay. So I got a Wii. This isn't the original Wii that I had. Same model. Even though I wanted the white one, because this one doesn't work with GameCube games, I don't think. Even though it has GameCube memory card slots and GameCube controller slots, this might be like a model that has that functionality. I just haven't figured that out yet. So a while ago, my Wii just stopped working because it just did suicide, I guess. Wii suicide. So, yeah, this is a newer one. And I also lost my old copy of Smash Bros. Brawl, which was probably one of my most played games on the Wii. Because it was inside the old Wii. So I had to get my dad to buy me a new one. Now, one of my first game on the Wii was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It was in the bundle. And then I lost the sleeve for it, and then it got scratched. And I had to throw it away like a month ago. Okay, so next, we got the Game Boy Advance. Now my first game for this was Pokemon Emerald version. And yes, I used to rip off the cartridges labels sometimes. I did it twice, okay? One with a Shovelware Zoo game and one Pokemon Emerald. Trust me, if you think this mock-up logo is bad, you should have seen what I originally did. I put pink tape over it and then put the word Pokemon Emerald on it. This is much more creative. I literally swapped it out in school like 4 days ago. So yeah, this is one of my first games for my Game Boy Advance. Actually no, my first game was Leaf Green. Basically on Christmas one day, my parents gave me Pokemon Leaf Green, and I was like, "Are you guys crazy? I don't have a Game Boy Advance." And all I had was the DSi model of DS, so I couldn't play it on my DS. So, and then I realized that when my grandparents came over, that they brought me a Game Boy Advance. My grandparents are also responsible for the Wii. And then I got a 3DS around 2012. My mom said, "Okay, you can wait for the Wii U to come out, and we'll get you that, or you can have the 3DS now for Christmas this year." And I said, the hell is a Wii U? And then, no, but seriously, I had the tough decision between the Wii U and the 3DS. Back at this point, the Wii U wasn't even unveiled yet, so we didn't know if it was going to be crap or not. All we knew is that it had a crappy name. Now back at this point, Sword and Shield wasn't even conceived yet, so there was no such thing as Pokemon main series on console. That sounded ridiculous at that time. This was before X and Y came out. This was 2012. X and Y came out around the Wii U's time of 2014, which I instantly picked it up at Costco. Yeah, I went with the 3DS because I needed the new Pokemon games when they came out. I never ended up getting a Wii U, but because because I didn't want to be called called a freaking virgin at my school, I got my uncle to give me one of these, an Xbox 360, and it also came with depression. Yeah, the Microsoft Kinect. My instincts are telling me to chuck this across the room right now, but then it would break, and it would probably release some sort of spirit. Like, seriously, I'll plug this thing in, it's always watching. Always. I'm not releasing those spirits today. So, my first game for Xbox 360, I got a bunch of them. The only one I remember is Kinect Adventures. So, actually, which is back there. I just realized that I didn't get that. Or one of the other games I'm about to talk about. Okay, so when I went to the store, I went to GameStop right after I got the Xbox. After fidgeting with the game controller for 30 minutes, and I picked up, I picked up Dragon Ball Raging Blast and Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection because I didn't have any other Sega Genesis collections. I still don't. This is literally how I have to hook up an Xbox 360 whenever I want to play Sonic 2. And me and my cousin played this one a lot back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like 2015. So, what did my sister pick out? Oh yeah, I also think I got Minecraft. My sister decided to pick out Tetris Attack, which is probably one of the most boring Tetris games. It's literally just, you know, the phone app Tetris made by EA. It's literally just that. It's just better. It's just HD Tetris. It's not good. Now later, my grandma strikes again. She pre-ordered me an NES Classic, and this isn't the one she pre-ordered me. I still got the book though. This isn't the one she pre-ordered me. The one she pre-ordered me was broken. I had to get another one myself. Do you know how hard it was when this came out to get one of these? You would have to wait. You would have to wait from like 6 a.m. in the morning to 12 at night just to be able to be the first person in GameStop to pick one of these up before everybody got it. And I got a second one. It's dedication. And I did have an NES at this point. It was an NES and a Super Nintendo hybrid called the FC Twin. It was basically a Super Nintendo NES tray glued onto it, and then my dad threw it away for literally no reason. And I still have about 4 NES games and 4 Super Nintendo games back there. So yeah, I got this. So yeah, it's 30 games including this one thing. And I had to do the hardest game wait ever twice. And now for the current console. On 2017, before I went to my uncle's house in New York to spend time with my uncle and my grandpa and my aunt and my grandma, I woke up on Christmas one day. I got a Nintendo Switch. These aren't the Joy-Con colors. The Joy-Con colors were black and white. I mean black like gray. And I put Pokemon skins over them, and then Drift completely destroyed them, like my red and blue ones that I replaced them with. And so I currently have watermelon ones, and this Pokemon skin in the back. And so I didn't get to use this right away, because when I got it, it had no battery life. So by the time I was on this game, which I only had Mario Odyssey, it's my first game for the system. At that point, I was already in the car ride before I got to play the Switch for the first time. And I remember being at my uncle's house playing the fossilized falls and the New Donk City stage in 2017. Oh my god, just the graphics are so good on this game. This game came out like 2 years ago, and I think it looks better than Breath of the Wild. Honestly, in my opinion, please don't kill me, please don't hunt me down. I think Odyssey looked a little bit better than Breath of the Wild. I don't know why. I just don't like the art style that much. but I love the gameplay. If I was to say, I feel like gameplay-wise, Breath of the Wild is a better game, but story-wise, Breath of the Wild, even though Mario Odyssey story is pretty cool. Sound design-wise, I'd say they're a pretty even tie, but design-wise and like look, I'd say Super Mario Odyssey is just a little bit better. But that's just my opinion. It doesn't matter. I didn't even get Breath of the Wild until like the late 2017. I think I picked it up when like 3 months after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out. I picked up Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Breath of the Wild on my birthday. So yeah, and I was like, and I kept spoiler free for the extra 3 months for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it's literally the same game except for post game. You guys all boycotting Sword and Shield. You should have boycotted Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That game was terrible. I honestly love Sword and Shield, and it's better. It's sold more than Breath of the Wild currently. Man, Breath of the Wild is totally getting dogged on today. Well, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to upload this video now, and then you're gonna see it. I don't know how I had to say that, but bye. And